I now turn to the representative of World Vision International, Mr. Richard Rumsey. He's the Director of Disaster Risk Reduction and Community Resilience. Please.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Excellencies, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen, it's a privilege to stand here representing World Vision International, one of the largest NGOs in the world and an active partner in building resilience with more than 100 million people in 97 countries around the world. World Vision recognizes the strength of the Hyogo framework for action and its 5 pillars clarifying what needs to be done to reduce disaster risk and the significant progress that has been made to date on a number of those priorities. However, future focus needs to be emphasized towards areas that have made limited progress, such as addressing the underlying drivers of risk and emphasizing the decentralization of capacity and resources to subnational level government authorities in disaster management. World Vision sees children as particularly vulnerable to disasters and the need to provide protection before, during, and after disaster. We know also that with access to knowledge and skills development, children can contribute to DRR and help build the resilience of their communities. Through World Vision's extensive experience working with vulnerable children and communities around the world, we would recommend the post-Hyogo framework consider the following priorities. Firstly, to promote specific initiatives that build disaster resilience of children through a comprehensive approach to risk reduction education, school disaster management systems, and safe school facilities and environments. Secondly, concentrate more on how-to and less on the why and the what by supporting accountability measures that give voice and ownership to vulnerable people. For example, joint vulnerability and capacity assessments with plans that are implemented through collaborative partnerships at local levels. Thirdly, expand the scope of hazards to incorporate the impacts of climate change, conflict, and other situations of violence, both in rural and in urban contexts. Fourthly, to promote concrete changes in the post-HFA national reporting mechanisms that include peer reviews and citizen roundtables to enhance accountability and local ownership. And lastly, to develop a set of indicators that address the HFA Priority 4, looking specifically on the reduction of underlying risk factors. This would include an explicit focus on impact of disasters on education, community participation in DRR that would include participation of both girls and boys, and lastly, that they would recognize the rights of children to protection from the effects of disasters. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to the representative of World Vision International, and sorry for not having been able to listen to all of your statement.